Hey everybody, Tenno Ranger here. Today we're going to be going over my Night Crawler build. It looks very similar to my Wolverine build that I have in previous videos, but he is mainly utilized for spy and rescue missions, specifically due to the helmet ability Persaspity. I want to say that's how you say it, I'm not too sure. I always messing that one up, but this is the one I utilize close to the Kamen Rider Wukong build that I have, my Jumanji build specifically. But this one is mainly focused on the Celestial Twin. Now the Celestial Twin, he's mainly used to prime the enemies with the Ogress that I usually have him equip. I mainly stick to his daggers like Nightcrawler does in the comic books, except he has swords, but I have dual daggers instead of dual swords. And that's how I do my main damage. Now the priming is still very effective, that's why it's easy to get a lot of blast and electric procs on enemies that are grouped up together, especially on tech rot content that I do. It's very easy to use it in regular missions, especially going into the void and doing a lot of MOT survival. I call it MOT, it's a MOT, however you want to call it. And I also I was able to clean up a bit. As you can see, the companion is the same companion I use for my Wukong Kamen Rider Jumanji build. It's the same companion, just it's Jin, and it's just a different color scheme. I'm really liking the companion set that I have for that specific companion, and I'm going to stick to it, just change up the colors, give it more of a Nightcrawler themed look. I'm very color coordinated in most of my builds, as some of you can tell from the videos that I've put together. Now I do like the Cloud Walker ability. It's fun because it does look like it's Nightcrawler teleporting to another area, but also that helmet ability Persaspity that I use for the rescue and spy missions to hack consoles automatically. I utilize that in place of Defy. Don't really use Defy too often. I never really did, even when I got Wukong early on when I played this game the first time back in 2015. It's it's fun. It's still a really cool mechanic, but I prefer to use helmet abilities over that ability for the most part. Now, as survival goes, he's actually pretty good. The only real reason why I survive with Wukong is because of Primal Fury, his Iron Staff. Now, my Celestial Twin, I guess, does double the damage. I still need to check on the update, but from what I understand, he still does quite a bit of damage compared to my Wukong. I think it doubles in damage for the primary and secondary weapons that he utilizes. But there's also a con, which is him running out of ammo. So if and when he does run out of my primary and secondary ammo, he will eventually utilize melee weapons, whatever weapon I have on me. But it is always easier just to run Primal Fury. Now, teleport, or the Cloud Walker ability, makes it look like he's teleporting. It gives off that Nightcrawler, power from X-Men, where it looks like he's teleporting from one room to another. It's pretty fun. Now, I know I took some time to talk about Nightcrawler, as a character in the game for the Wukong setup that I have, but I just want to take some time to talk about Warframe itself. Great game, played it since 2015. I enjoy it. It's customizable, it's new player friendly, very friendly from what I understand nowadays. A lot of it is handed to you right off the back. You don't have to complete everything when you start the game. It's so much easier now than it was back then. Back then you had to grind for everything. Man, it was really tough. Now it's so much more approachable for new players. And on top of you trying to do everything on your own, you get a lot of help from like a lot of the people who already know what to do and how to go about it, and they don't mind giving you info on how to do things or where to go to complete certain objectives or missions or quests. So it's a pretty fun game, very customizable. Like I said, you can tailor it to your wants and needs, and yeah, it's just, you know, what can I say? This game's been on for, I want to say 12, gonna be 13 years. Great game. For what it is, there's really nothing to complain about. I think we are very well taken care of by, you know, the developers of Warframe, and they hear us out. We feel respected, you know. Proud to be one of the 26 million registered losers. You know, it's a great game. I love it. I enjoy it. You know, it's not a grind. It's, you know, shouldn't feel like a chore or a hassle for you to want to play a game. Never felt that way about Warframe. Maybe a little bit early on in, you know, the beginning, but, you know, playing it now, it's just, you know, hop on, do a couple missions, collect a couple items, craft a couple things in the foundry, you know, I'm set for the week, you know. I remember just being the Mark 1, you know, weapons, maining Excalibur, and now, you know, just pretty much here and there, whenever I get the chance, buy a couple new skins that are from weapons or warframes that I like, and you know, just, you know, enjoy the look, enjoy the aesthetic, the feel, the vibes. Pretty fun. I really enjoy it, and I just hope to continue making more videos and content like this. I've had it for years. Figured why not start posting about all the gameplay and all the characters and, you know, these made up backstories for each of the warframes that I made. So yeah, I hope I continue to make more of these videos and start putting more of my characters and customized, you know, warframes and things like that. I mean, there's so much to do in this game. There's hunting, fishing, hoverboarding, flying. You got mechs. You control these, you know, big mechs. You already are a kid or an adult with void powers controlling these space ninjas called warframes. But now you can also control these things called necromechs, which are bigger robots with heavier weapons. And then you control spaceships, you know, flying spaceships. That's awesome. So that'll be all for my Night Crawler Wukong build. I hope you all enjoyed the video. I will be making more videos like this in the future. Like and subscribe for more. Have a great day.